It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1755, recorded Wednesday, November 27th, 2019. Fiz Wiz! On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have the cheapest Windows 10 laptop tablet around, believe us. I have the tiniest gadget yet, and it's useful, and the most ancient digital camera you've ever seen. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! And here he is, the leader of gadgets, Dick DeBartolo. I was not thinking, I was looking at other stuff. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing fine, sir. And you?
I'm doing good myself. Doing very good. We are recording early because Thanksgiving is tomorrow.
Yeah, we're bringing you a turkey tonight, and then you'll have another one tomorrow.
Exactly. We just hope it's not a limit.
No, that's true. That's true.
I'm not doing anything crazy for Thanksgiving. Just going to my family's house. We have a big Thanksgiving at my parents' place. It's always been at my parents' place. So
great. Yeah, Dennis
bringing Charlie down to Austin.
Yeah, we're still not sure exactly what we're doing. Dennis made a cranberry sauce that took 5 hours.
What?
So far he said that's all I'm making. He said that was enough. Yeah, it's called Dilly's. I don't know. It's a friend of his, and it's gotten around so much that evidently it's in some cookbook, but it takes hours.
Is it like a slow cooker?
It's that you need 5 kinds of fruits, and some of them it's just the rind, and some of them it's the juice, and it's you start with bags of cranberries and you boil them down, and I don't know. All I can say is when he brought it down after a day and a half, it was really good. He's made it before, but it's great.
That sounds more complicated than like coding up a new website or something like that.
No, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, at last minute, we can just run and get 2 Swanson's dinners because, boy, do we have cranberry sauce.
I made 3 pies yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All the same?
No, they were all apple.
Okay.
I made a pie 2 years ago. And it
just
kind of
finished
became
it yesterday.
Yes, exactly.
It's been fermenting now.
It's like a mead pie. So
okay.
We had to let it rest. And it kind of became like, wow, that was a really good pie. I don't know if I've matched it at all because I made 3 because the first year I made it, I never really got a big slice. So I made 1 just for myself. That's probably very bachelor-esque of me to just consume an entire pie on my own, but I wanted to do it. So I'm going to bring 2 to my parents' place for Thanksgiving tomorrow, and hopefully they'll be good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, did you make the crust too?
I did.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, the reason I wanted to mention it was it took 3 hours to make that pie. So Dennis still has a leg up on me, but I made it on my Twitch stream. So we streamed the whole process. But when
I first moved into my first apartment in New York, I love desserts. And so I would have a little meal and a giant dessert. And then after about a week, I thought, you know what? I live alone. Why do I need a meal? Let me just have desserts.
So imagine the sugar chromatose that you're in later.
So one night for dinner, I ate a pie. And then the next
fruit
night,
in it. Depends on the pie.
Absolutely. And then I baked chocolate chip cookies, and I thought, I eat so much batter. Why light the oven? I'll just eat the bowl of batter. So I did that.
Oh my gosh.
And then I deathly ill. Oh my!
Salmonella? Did you catch it?
No, not
Okay.
salmonella. I was just, I don't know what I was. but
Unhealthy. That was probably
yes,
probably it.
and then I thought, oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to get some real food in here, and
Get at least some ramen noodles. I mean, come on.
yeah, something. So, I learned my lesson. So you young ones out there.
I don't think I've done dessert 2 nights in a row, but it sounds like something I would do. I don't know if I've actually done it though. That's good. That's good stuff. I mean, I've bought, like, you know how they sheet cakes.
Oh yeah.
Bought one of those for myself. Eat it over a week. You know, it's
Oh no.
fantastic. It's great.
Yeah, over a week. That's logical. That's logical.
Oh man. Well, we got a good. I can't believe that it's the end of.
It's ridiculous.
November.
It was like November. Boom. I don't know how it happened.
I literally thought. I think I might say, and I have a video for my crappy corner. I think I might say that it's the third gadget because I was convinced that this was the third week of November. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense.
No, it's very funny because when I was typing the rundown, I thought I did the same thing. I said, "Wait, is this Chad's last tiny gadget?" And I looked at the calendar and I said, "Oh my gosh, it is!"
I'm shocked.
Shocked. Do you hear me?
Shocked. Well, we got a shocking show. We got some good stuff.
We have a fun show, and we're going to start out with. Well, let's see. Take a look.
Here it is.
All right, a neat little gadget, Dennis. This is a
Calculator.
calculator. It could be. Actually, it probably does calculate.
A speak and spell.
Actually, this is pretty neat. This is a complete Windows 10
What?
computer.
Whoa.
All right. Not only is it like a computer with a keyboard,
Wow.
but you can make it into
It
tent
looks like a
mode.
toy.
If you want to watch videos in the hotel room, has a nice screen. It's an IPS screen, 7-inch IPS touch screen. Or fold it all the way back, and it will become a tablet.
Wow.
All right, so I'm going to do some bare bones features, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So it's USB-C fast charging. All right. And so you don't need a big brick. You just need a USB-C cable. You can actually
USB-A
run it
port.
from an external battery charger. Yeah. It has a micro SD memory card slot, and the card goes all the way into the computer. This has a 128 gigabyte card that I put in here. It has micro HDMI out. It has a headphone jack, and it has USB 3. Okay, just one. Obviously, it's little. One USB-C, but you can put USB 3.
little adapter in there so that you can use the one to add other things to it. Has a built-in camera, has built-in dual microphones. I think there are twin speakers in there. Oh, and that one's my password. And then when you plug it into, where's the cable here? It will get a little bit brighter on if you run it off AC or if you run it off. Okay, it just got a touch brighter. So the reason, I'm not going to go further. Oh, and this is the touchpad. Okay, this little guy is the touchpad here. This is forward and back mouse clicks, right and left mouse clicks. That's the space bar. Keys are way bigger than I would have expected as something this small. I mean, you can't really touch type on it. I can anyway with my fingers. And the type on the screen, for me, I had to make it really big to be able to see it. If you have younger eyes, it might be easier. So this is why I'm not going to review it. It's changing rapidly. All right. The name of it is Peekago. Peakago. Price is going to increase on November 30th. But they're also revamping it. It's going to have faster broadband. They are switching to an Intel Pentium
N42 that's more powerful, but they're keeping the price the same just until November 30th. Okay, it doesn't show what the new price is going to be, but it starts at, let me see up here, it starts at $269. All right, so I'm going to ask Chad, and we're going to go to that website and look at the various prices. They wanted a goal of, I think it was $10,000, which is pretty little. And they're up to, they're past $250,000.
That is insane. Now, that's crazy.
Go ahead.
I don't even know. I don't know. Like, I'm shocked. It's
oh no,
incredible.
it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. And also they say shipping in March. And one of the advantage of this Indiegogo project is the thing already exists.
Right.
So they're playing with the insides.
They're pre-ordering, and how?
Yes, you can pre-order.
If there's more
and
pre-orders, then they can fit some more stuff in there.
Yeah, exactly. And now they sent out a number of them to reporters, I being one of them, and it seems we all got different units. So I think mine is 8 gigabytes and 120 gigabytes of memory. And mine has full Windows 10 on it. Some people got Windows S.
Right. I think that's their. Is that their ARM-based? It's been so long.
Yeah. No, well, Windows S sort of works like an Apple product. You can only download apps
from
that come out of the Microsoft store.
Right.
But now one of the reporters said if you type in regedit, it'll come up and it'll say something like you shouldn't edit this.
Right.
But would you rather this machine be Windows 10 Home? And he said you click it and
you edit the registry to
it
change it.
It changes it to Windows 10 Home.
Oh. Huh.
So and then Chad, go to their website again because I am totally confused now. So I started reviewing it with what it is, but then I read about the new components they're putting in. But then later on, it says only if you order it. Let's see, just keep going down.
This is
okay.
Really
There,
formatted like a Alibaba. Like the way that they show this factory image is like I've seen it on so many Alibaba pages.
Just go to buy now or pre-order now.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it's pretty neat. It's got Bluetooth. It has. You can get a 4G model. Click here to shop. Oh, and the reason I did it right away is when I saw that they suddenly decided that the price is going to change. So only if you're watching this live or see it in the next 3 days.
You can get micro SD, micro HDMI SD. You can get micro HDMI cables for $12. Don't you want to buy that? Oh, don't you have the carrying case without the laptop? That's where I'll back right there. Makes no sense. There it goes. There's the first early bird. Huh.
The current.
I'm not seeing what your current problem.
Yeah. Just go back up a little. Go back up a little.
Okay.
Well, it looks like you can buy 10 of them if you want. Maybe they took it off. Already, because it made no sense. It said we're upgrading this, and then under that it said these upgrades are only if you order in the next 3 days. Well, why would they change the laptop for? Oh, here we go. These are the new packages, I guess. You just passed it. The package there is what you can buy. Yeah. So for $269, it's 4 gigabytes memory. Hard disk is 64. All right, so it looks like you have to go to $399 to get the Intel. This pricing is just weird.
Yeah,
it's changed again.
Yeah, Captain Gobble Gobble. It's Captain J. Captain Gobble Gobble mentions that on the first page you could see that they said you get free Wi-Fi, or free something on it if you. Oh, here it is. It's right at the top of the page. We looked too deep. There you go. Here it is. You get free Wi-Fi, CPU upgrade.
Oh yeah,
you-
no, all
well,
of them have all of them have Wi-Fi, but you'll get an upgraded to Broadcom. Okay, and then the CPU will be upgraded to the Intel. But then it says free upgrade will end November 22nd. It already is November 20. And then prices will increase soon with no space between it.
I'll be honest. This feels like I said, an Alibaba like thing. But
Okay.
I almost think that they're not hiding it. Like they're like, yeah, we're a factory in China. We make laptops. Go ahead and here, U.S. market. Pre-order it. Like go. Like which I'm kind of okay with. If that's what's going on, that's what's going on. Because I mean,
I'm sort of okay with it because I had the thing in my hand, and it's really nice.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm shocked at how nice it is. From you playing around with it, like it's more. It has more ports and has more capability than my MacBook. You know, that has a single USB-C out and a headphone in. Now, granted, you know, they're different category of laptop.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I could just imagine I can imagine so many situations where I just need a kind of a trash computer to do something. Maybe I want the chat room over here. Maybe I want something to, you know, sit next to the the TV so I could mess with my media room server, you know, where I actually have a keyboard and I'm not dealing with a weird remote. It's basically like a little throwaway computer, you know, and it has more capabilities than that. At a really inexpensive price. It's still $260, but that's super inexpensive for a computer. And touchscreen?
A 7-inch IPS touchscreen.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I guess they just have to get their act together. I guess they figure, well, we're not really sending out the finished thing until March, so we have a couple months here to play around.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, to me, it feels like lost in translation stuff. Like no spaces in we got 17 laptops. Let's send them out to the press. But they're not all the same. Nah, send them out to press anyway.
That's right. That's right.
We have so many pre-orders. Oh my God, we can give them better Wi-Fi. Did you know that? It's like, this is what it feels like, which I guess I'm fine with. You know, who cares? Whatever. I get what I want. I like the price. As long as it isn't broken. As long as it works, I'm fine with that. It feels like a weird, shady back alley. Like, hey, I got a tiny computer. You wanna come over here and buy this tiny computer?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Like, I don't expect, if it breaks, I don't expect a warranty. You know, that sort of stuff. Which, if they're upfront about it, I'm fine with. Whatever.
Yeah. So if you're interested, just keep your eye on Peekago, P-E-A-K. Why do I keep saying key? Peakago.com. Or you can look for their Indiegogo link, and they link from their website to Indiegogo, which I think still has a few weeks to go.
Nice. Very
Chumley
nice
saying
first.
the price isn't the only thing. The form factor is a real seller. Yeah, it's really, the form factor is very nice on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they say you put it in your pocket. I mean, certainly it could go in a jacket pocket. I don't think you want to put it in your jeans pocket, but it's really neat. And the hinge thing is neat. You're bending it all the way back and it doesn't break. Really nice.
I mean, I could really see, okay, I'm going to get on this bus. I can write up something, you know, with a real keyboard. That's way nicer than my phone.
Absolutely way better than the phone.
So yeah, I like it. Very cool.
There you go. Okay, the Peekago Windows laptop tablet tent format device. All right, so a few months ago, or 2 years ago, we talked about Chalk of the Town, and this is what's new with them. So we're doing a spot right here from Disneyland, and I have my Chalk of the Town t-shirt. So if you're a fan of the show, and why would you be, we found these 2 years ago at Toy Fair. And Sandra and her sister invented this idea. And you can actually wash this off with a wet cloth, right?
Absolutely.
And
so
the black part is the permanent black part.
Something seasonal, and then you can wash it off and put something else on it. So those kits look like this, and they come in many sizes. They come in kid sizes, adult sizes, and that kit with the crayons and the cleaning cloth is under $30. But Sandra called and said, is it possible for me to make a trip to Disneyland to talk about my new product, which is what?
It's a chalkboard patch.
A chalkboard patch, okay. And she likes to show so much she actually came from down the corner. Okay? It turns out she lives half a block from here. Oh my goodness, you made, oh my goodness, a Giz Wiz patch.
Absolutely.
Now,
So
are these
cool.
stick 'em back, or how do they work?
They work, but you peel the back off and you stick it on a flat, hard surface, like a laptop or a cabinet or a locker.
Lunchbox?
Lunchbox, perfect for lunchbox. A lunchbox happens to be something where you might change a message every day.
Oh, great.
You know, telling a child they're very special, or telling them there's a nice surprise in the lunch, or happy birthday. You know, that's a message that could change every day.
Oh, okay.
And the patches, you draw on them with the included chalk markers, and what happens is
And they look like this,
they
right?
look like this, yes.
Oh, and how many are in? Like 4?
Well, in one of these kits that are retail price of $10, there's 2 markers.
2 markers, okay.
And what happens is you draw with them, and then the design doesn't smudge. I'm rubbing on this, and it doesn't smudge. But when you're ready to change the message, you use a wet cloth. You just put a little bit of water on a cloth, wipe it off, and draw again.
Okay. And is there a limit to how many times you can draw? Like you said, make a daily message? You could do a whole year and it would just keep...
Absolutely.
The surface doesn't wear out.
Exactly. And we talked about the sticky on the back, but what's great about...
Wait, there's more!
But wait, there's more!
There's cyanide in the peanut butter.
You can actually, if you're one of those folks who like to put patches, let's say on jeans or on a hat or on a tote bag, you can actually sew this on.
Oh!
And use it over and over as a decorative patch so that you change the design on each time you wear it.
That's really neat. Now, are the patches out yet?
We just put them up on our website and just put them up on Amazon. They will soon be out in, the retail stores, selected boutiques and things like that. But not yet, not till after the holidays. They're first available on our website and on Amazon.
Oh, okay. On Amazon, you can get them before the holidays.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
They're
Okay.
available now.
So the website is Chalk of the Town.
That is so cool. I love that that's a product that we've seen evolve over time.
Exactly. And it's great fun. She said something funny, like if you go to different rallies and things, you can just erase your badge. And now I'm in favor of this.
Yeah, exactly. Like you go to a concert and you have your concert jacket with your patch, It's like, oh,
that's perfect.
AC/DC. Next one.
Look at how much I love you guys. Look at
Yes,
that. I had custom made.
I made my own patch. You guys are awesome. Yeah, exactly. And just in between sets, you could look like you love the opener,
Oh, that's
great.
funny. That's funny.
I love that.
Yeah, so Chalk of the Town patches, they're up on Amazon now, and they're $10. I think $9.99.
That's awesome. Yeah, good price point. Fun.
Oh, $9.95.
Fun
Yeah.
stuff. That's awesome. Love it.
Excellent. And now I had a second visitor this week. This was great. I didn't have to even go to a show.
The gadgets come to you. That's
Yes,
fantastic.
that was really great. So let's take a look at another new gadget, and they came to me.
So I know you know about SodaStream because we've done it on the show. I actually have a SodaStream, but there's something new called Sparkle. Okay, that's what Sparkle
the website is. It's SPARKEL. And someone from Sparkle called and said, would you like me to come by and make you a sparkling drink? So this is Doug. And Doug is going to show us how this machine works. Now, tell us the difference between a SodaStream and a Sparkle.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me
Oh,
here.
you're welcome.
So glad to be here on the show. Really appreciate it.
We waived the $50 fee.
I appreciate that. It's so nice of you. I'm very thankful on this Thanksgiving week. Sparkle, as you mentioned, is all new. It launched last week, and it's available on Amazon and sparkle.com, as you said, SPARKEL.com. And a few differences are it allows an extreme amount of customization, which I know everyone loves. So you can put fruit, you can put wine, any liquid base you want, any type of fruit, any type of veggie, any type of spice. You're allowed. The sky is the limit, as we say.
Okay,
With
well,
Sparkle,
let's actually
any-
do it. So I see in the back, instead of a container of gas, where is the gas for this?
The gas is right here. It
Wow.
comes in these packets. It's recyclable as well, and it's a special granulation. And you put that right in here, which we'll do
Well, let's do it.
momentarily.
Yeah, okay.
One at a time.
So we now have the two ingredients that make...
Yes, that's one of the unique things about Sparkle is that you don't need a CO2 tank.
And you
That
sell
is
these
crazy.
in boxes, I assume, of like 10
Yes,
or something.
you can get, I believe, up to 90 at a time.
Whoa.
Oh my
And you
gosh.
can order. One of the great things as well is that you can order them automatically on Sparkle.com,
Oh, okay.
so you don't have to
Okay.
worry if you run out. It just comes back in.
Okay.
So now we're gonna.
So
put,
we decided that we would do strawberry kiwi, a sparkling not a sparkling concentrated, but a what did you call it again?
infused drink.
Okay,
yes.
an infused drink.
So you just put a few small pieces. You don't need huge pieces because it does a lot of the work. It's the carbonation does a lot of work on its own. So you need a couple pieces of each.
Okay. This is infused. Your host is confused. So, okay.
We're gonna make you less confused in a second. Put another small piece of strawberry.
Do you happen to know, are those packets single per...
Now, so I
Thing?
can throw...
Or do they
I can
work for a
throw
few
anything
bottles?
in there, blueberries, water. anything. Say again?
Are the packets for that one
And
drink
this
or
is
for a
plain
few
water.
bottles?
Yes. Yes,
Plain
it's one
filtered
pack per
water.
drink. Okay, we got it filtered. It comes
The
to
tap works just as well.
Okay.
45 to 50 cents, I think, per bottle,
Right.
which is about the same as I figured my SodaStream is.
Okay.
Bring the handle down.
Now, this has...
Lock the
Oh, it's
handle
locked
down.
down. I hear things. I hear things
You hear
happen.
it starting.
Oh, okay.
And now you pick one of the custom fizz levels you want. I think we're going to go with 3 or 4. What would you like? How much carbonation would you
I'll
like?
go with 3.
3.
Okay,
We're
3.
going to give
Only because it's in the middle.
Then we're going to press start.
Yeah, that seems like average.
Some bubbles.
Okay. Now, how long will this process take?
It takes, depending on which level you choose, it takes between 90 seconds to 5 minutes on the long end. So we picked a 3, so it should be right in the middle around there.
Oh, okay. Carbonation has taken place. Now, I don't see... Will I hear hissing when I open
Yes,
it?
you're gonna
Oh,
hear
I
those
will.
things.
Okay.
So we're going to do a
okay.
little spray
Whoa. Okay.
Wow.
and a little,
More hissing than I
little
expected.
spritz there.
Okay.
Now, I thought the
Okay.
water would turn
So now we'll
the
have,
color of the fruit.
Strawberry.
But-
Oh.
Now you see all the
Yeah.
full carbonation
Okay.
come up.
Okay. So it didn't mash up the veggies, the fruits, but it. Well, we'll taste. We'll see what it tastes like. It's a nice amount of carbonation. Okay. Oh, it does taste strawberry-ish.
Oh, is that wine?
Yes.
So now we have made.
Ooh.
Champagne.
Oh, you know what? We'll serve this New Year's Eve as champagne. We'll buy the cheapest wine we can and pass it off as a incredible
$2 Chuck.
champagne.
and then
Yes.
All right. So I'm going
Carbonate
to taste this. What did we fizz?
It's a Sauvignon Blanc.
Oh my God. Okay, I thought it was going to be like Ripple. Oh, wow. I like that. I'm not a big fan of wine, but I like it. I like it fizzy like this. Okay. Well, I think that's really great in time for New Year's if you want to do that. So it's sparkle. It's about $100 in black, and it comes in colors for $119.99, and either sparkle.com or on Amazon. So, Doug, thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
This
It's
is
been
really
a real
great.
pleasure.
It's been a sparkling experience.
that is insane because the technology is just so different from SodaStream.
SodaStream, yeah.
And so does that, like when he was saying you could customize it, I guess I've never thrown wine into my SodaStream. So
You know what? I tried once. I
I
tried
know.
it. Everything flew. It just came out of the bottle, and it was a big mess. So I only tried it once. Infused. I thought the strawberries and the kiwi would be like mixed throughout the drink, but
right.
I realize infused means it draws some of the flavor from the fruit. But there's only 6 reviews on Amazon, and only 3 of them are verified. But now it's up to 7.
A new review.
People like the fact that it evidently, and we only did number 3, and that it is really fizzy. So this can go up to 5. So people
It
were
goes to
impressed
11.
with
Just how fizzy it is.
Yes, exactly. And most people were talking about, instead of buying a high quality fizzy water and having to throw the bottles out every time, is to just make it in this device. For some reason, it's $20 more if you want it in a color.
I missed that.
90 packets was, I forgot how much it is, but I figured it out. It's roughly 55 cents for, I guess, their quart bottles, which is pretty much what it was. I think it was 50 cents or 52 cents on my SodaStream. It's good looking. And I guess if you want to fizz lots of stuff, I assume you can fizz V8 juice. I don't know what I'd put in there.
I'm so interested in all of this because it mentions, that was is there extra water in the bag?
There is.
Okay. I'm still so confused, but like
it needs the extra water to make the gas.
there's chemical reaction is going on, and I have no idea what's going on, but
Yeah.
it's so
But
interesting.
it's going on out of sight.
Yeah. So it doesn't like where the SodaStream, you put the nozzle into the cap and then it fires and adds all the bubbles. This looks like the cap is on solid and tight, and then there's a thing in the base that will add just the carbonation, it looks like, and the water and the other 2 packets are like a chemical reaction that makes the CO2, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, and that's why and Dennis, last night we started playing with the company took the Sparkle back because he was going on to do other demos. So I said, let's get the SodaStream and let's see what we can mix in it. And then it was sort of not doing anything. And Dennis said, you know what? I realized unless that little tab at the top of the SodaStream is in liquid, it's really not doing anything.
Right.
So it looks like with the Sparkle, and I think you hit on it, is that the bottle doesn't have to be filled all the way to the top, is my guess. There is a line there that you should not go above. But my guess is if you're making tea or something, you don't want tea all the way up to the top of that. So I think the difference is you can carbonate pretty much anything in any quantity.
Yeah, that's so interesting because like when I first looked at the photo, I thought that like whatever you have goes into the reservoir and then comes back carbonate. I don't know. I was trying to imagine, what it's like. But so you do need a packet of both of those things.
Yeah, yes.
Every
the packet,
drink.
The packet's kind of connected together.
Right.
So you cut the top off each, but he said cut the top of each one individually.
And then
I'm
drop
not
on
sure
them.
why you can't dump them in together,
Yeah.
but that's the way he did it. Each time we did the fruit and then we did the wine. I really did like the wine because it seemed to I find white wine kind of bitterish.
Yeah.
And the fizzy way, I found it more enjoyable.
I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued because I've really enjoyed my SodaStream. I feel like the one difference here is that the SodaStream has all of the different syrups, but there's nothing stopping you from going and buying SodaStream syrups and putting them into a bottle and then putting it into this, because this thing can take anything. Bloody Mary mix, it sounds like crazy.
Yes.
And then
There are margaritas. There are lots of recipes for fizzy drinks on their website.
I was very skeptical when you were like, oh, it's a different type of SodaStream, and then I saw the packets. I was like, but now I see the light. I don't know. This may be something. This could be very cool, and also the fact that they're little packets. I feel like they would store a little bit easier than the CO2 canister, and you gotta find a vendor that has the CO2 canister for the SodaStream.
And then you
Luckily,
have to physically show up with your old container. Otherwise, it's $30 as opposed to $15.
Right.
So anyway, so that's Sparkle spelled EL, not LE, and it's available now.
Nice, very good. With that,
and that means we are down to the final of November's Shed
Corner. Get it?
When the packaging looks like this, it's gonna be
it's a tiny piece of crap.
good. Yeah. And also it's
although you said it's good.
It's good. I'm surprised. I was very surprised by this one. Let's do a what the heck is it, shall we?
Oh, okay. I won't look.
Okay. This is the Gadget, the whole Gadget.
God, it is tiny.
Look at that. What do you think that is?
Oh, I think I know, so I won't guess. I'm pretty sure I have it.
Ooh.
Let's take a look at the chat room.
That's quick.
Dun, dun, dun. No one's guessing in the chat room.
We've gone offline. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
They're all confused. A bullet
holder. A pill bottle key ring.
Key ring. It's a good guess.
Oh,
A
that was
whistle?
my guess. It's not?
Nope. Not a pill.
Oh, then I'm dead wrong.
Nope.
Whistle.
Nope. Nope. Container for your cyanide pill. Nope. A
gerbil
Monopoly
lipstick.
thimble. Nope. Cardiff
Monopoly thimble. I'm reading
Nope.
the chat.
Salt shaker. Nope. Cardiff says magnets. Nope.
Oh, well, now we are.
Thumb drive. Nope.
The world's smallest power for your Tesla. Nuclear power for the Tesla.
Nope. Not a mini urn. Nope. Personal.
A mini urn. That's great.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't hold a message. I'm surprised. I'm loving this. I guess it's pretty nondescript. You would have no idea what it is. Should I feel like I should tell you now. It is a miniature lighter.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
Does it not get hot?
It does. It does
With
get
your
hot.
finger? Yeah.
Like right now it's bearable. It's warm. I can kind of tell you how long it'll take. But yeah, it's itty bitty, and it does get hot because the flame's right there.
The flame is right there. Yes.
Yeah. Even a Zippo will get hot. I mentioned that in my video. But there you go.
We have a
it's
video.
still- Yeah, I have a video. So let's run that. You get a better view of it in the video. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do that, because this webcam's a little hard to shove it in front of. So here we go with the video. Hey Dickie D, so we are back with teeny tiny gadgets, and today I have a 2-for-1. These came
I forgot to mention
that
that
package from Amazon.
There's two things.
And that is a teeny tiny pocket knife. Like, I mean, this isn't even a pocket knife. This is like a thimble knife. I don't even say, like, that is so tiny. And a teeny tiny lighter. That's right, this is like a Zippo lighter. And these are really small. In fact, it's kind of hard to like explain how small these are because they almost show up too large in the video. I mean, here's my thumbnail, and then here is this. It is teeny tiny. Because I keep
put it in your ear.
First, it does have a little loop on the end to attach this to some keychains. The lighter does have another little loop on it, so you could attach them together and put it on a keychain. There's a itty bitty little groove for you to put your fingernail into and pull the knife apart. It is fairly difficult to get that to happen. When it's out, it's fairly sharp. It could be sharpened a bit. I've used this as a letter opener once or twice, just to get under there and cut it open. It's okay. I mean, I really don't know what you would use this for. I mean, I really do not know what you would use this for, other than say a letter opener, maybe to pry some staples out of paper. I have no idea. There is a little locking mechanism, so you can see that the locking mechanism sort of comes out of the back there as your knife is folding, and then it'll push it back in, so it does stay locked out. Okay, that's really all there is to say about the knife. The lighter though, this thing, whoop, there we go, I dropped it. It's kind of shaped, I don't know, it almost reminds me of a bullet. There's a cap on it, which is you screw off. So you screw that off, and then you have the lighter. And this is the whole thing. I mean, it is teeny tiny, itty bitty. You have a striker and your wick, and it actually lights. The flame ends up being like larger than the actual gadget. Wow. There's no windbreak. So any small amount of wind would put this out. So you do need to keep that in mind. You pull the entire, if you've never had a lighter before, you pull the entire tube out. There's an inner tube here. You can kind of see that there's two different types of metal. There's more this brass, and then there's a steel at the top. You pull the steel tube out, and then you fill it with lighter fluid, or lighter fuel, I should say. And that was actually probably the most difficult thing to find, because obviously it ships without any fluid inside, and this stuff is not easy to come across. I looked at Academy, which is a sport and outdoor store. I looked at Walmart. I looked at Bass Pro Shop before finally I found some in REI. So it did take a little bit of searching to find this lighter fluid. Another thing to mention is that this is so small that the base becomes warm, if not hot, fairly quickly, which if you have a lot to burn, I guess, I don't know. I mean, probably what you need this for is to quickly light a fire at a campsite or something like that. But already this base is quite warm because that flame is heating up the entire device. When it came from Amazon, it was in a normal, like, manila padded small envelope, and that was the packaging. That was all of the packaging, except for the lighter came in this, and on the back, everything is in Chinese, something like that. I'm not exactly sure if this is Japanese. I have no idea. And it has some pictures of the instructions, but really that is it. A nice thing that it came with was 2 extra wicks, 2 extra pieces of flint or magnesium. I think that's magnesium. And then an extra O-ring for the middle part right there to make sure that that is an airtight seal to make sure none of the fumes of the flame stuff gets out. So all in all, I'm actually pretty impressed with this little thing. It's so tiny. I mean, like, the striker's a little bit small and dinky, but considering that this is like fire There you go. And such a teeny tiny package. I mean, that is so itty bitty. Look at that flame. It's kind of intense. I'm kind of impressed by it. And then also that striker would get very hot because it's so close to the flame. You do have to make sure you wait a little bit between turning this on and the next time that you use it. So there you go. That is another tiny, teeny, tiny gadget. It cost $13, I guess $12.99 on Amazon.
Which one, the lighter or the knife?
Both. So they come as a set.
They're each? Oh, it's a set.
Yeah. I failed to mention that because if you saw the little knife, you'd kind of guess, I think, pretty quickly. But yeah, it comes as a set, $12.99. And
you would have to get a really, really, really mean TSA agent
to even notice.
to say, you cannot take that knife on an airplane.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'd be more worried about the lighter in that it has, butane in, or it's not butane, it's a different type of fuel, but it's
liquid, like the fuel.
Yeah,
is
it's a liquid.
Right?
Yeah. It might be a white gas. I'm not sure. But if you got any of that gas on your hands or had it in your pocket, it may set off that bomb detector.
Oh, my word.
I have no idea. Obviously, I don't know how those things work, but that would be my fear. That's my worry setting in. And of course, the chat room has already found the lighter portion of it for $2 on Alibaba. So if you want to wait a bit, you can get it in multiple colors too. Gunmetal,
oh my word.
Gold, and silver.
And free shipping.
And free shipping.
Yeah, because sometimes, something like that, sometimes you order it and then you find out you have to pay another 7 cents for shipping.
It'll come at the new year, but there you go. If you want it, cheap. There's another one that they found as well. This one actually does look like a bullet in a lot of ways. Shipping is 21 cents. So that one's a little bit more, but that one's expected to arrive next year. So there you go.
In an emergency kit, it's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah. And also, I mean, let's be honest, if you're a smoker and you don't have your normal lighter and you want to, it's almost like your backup lighter. You can just keep it on your keychain all the time. I have no idea how long the fuel will last in there. There's literally 8 drops of fuel inside of this thing.
Well, it's already lit 6 times.
Yeah. And then I don't know how you would even replace the wick. But anyway, I'm impressed with it. You can find it for way cheaper if you love this thing. I got ripped off, apparently. But it's good. There you go. I'm not...
Guest 10 says, now I want to smoke. I guess just so we would have a reason to use that lighter.
There you go. It's cool. I just want to brag about it to your friends.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy. Together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play. In Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Foghorn.
Our email is from Jay Fanta, Fanta, and he has an old Sony camera, old digital Sony camera, and it's great fun to look at. So here's Jay's video.
Hey, Dick and Chad, I apologize. This is going to be difficult filming one-handed. This is the
It is.
old 1.2 megapixel
1.2 megapixel
dual media
Jeez.
Mavica. It was a very early digital camera. Had an LCD screen. I wish it still worked, but it doesn't, unfortunately. But hopefully it's still good for Gadget of the Week. Here's the battery. Good old Sony lithium battery that went into here.
That looks gigantic. That's a huge battery.
For 1.2 megapixels.
Yeah.
Here's the one form of media.
Oh, the
Oh my gosh, I remember these.
memory stick.
Yeah. I think I had a 512 one of those, and I was like so impressed with myself for owning it.
Again, this is going to be difficult one-handed, so forgive me. But here's the dual media.
What? No!
Oh my
Recorded
God!
Onto
A full-size
good old floppy
floppy.
disks.
That would have been so convenient back then. Every computer had a floppy
Put it in like
drive.
so, and it would record onto that. So there it is. It's your very early digital camera. 1.2 megapixels.
Gosh, makes you appreciate what we have today in our pockets. That's insane.
Oh my God. And when you think about it, that they would put on the front 1.2 megapixels.
Yeah, that was a big
because
deal.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. Oh my.
And it could save directly
To
to a
floppy.
3.5-inch floppy.
And the
and the
sad
old
thing
thing-
is that those floppy disks were more convenient nowadays than what we have with cameras. Not every computer has an SD slot, you know?
Yes.
Those
No, you're
floppy disks
absolutely
were
right.
darn convenient.
You're absolutely right.
Oh,
Jay, that's
man.
great fun. We love old tech, even if it doesn't work. It's so great to see how far we've come in all this time. So you will get a Mad magazine and an Alfred E. Newman picture, and now I believe 39-year-old Alfred E. picture. And we're always looking for new videos. And it's a gentleman who sent me a video about his 2 inventions. I want to use those videos, but if you could email me just a little background, like, did you make any money? Was it hard inventing them? Because I'd like to show those 2 videos back to back, okay? So I sent you an email about answering those questions, but I didn't hear back because I'd like to use those videos. So we're always looking for new videos, a video, anything to do with a gadget. Just make a 1 to 3 minute video, and like Jay did, as long as we can hear you and see the gadget and horizontal format, put it up on YouTube, click unlisted if you only want people that you want to see it, and we're one of those people. Mail at gizwiz.tv, put it on YouTube, send us the URL. And if you live outside of the U.S., I'll sign one of those old Alfred E. Newman pictures and send you a high-res image to print out at your end.
Perfect. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
All right, we have a very short email, but it is a solution to a problem that we were joking about a few shows ago. The problem being that with USB, you always, no matter how carefully you look at the device and look at the cable, you plug it, and you always have to turn it 180 degrees. And Dennis Middleton says, I have a solution to USB orientation. What I do is I put a drop of nail polish on the side of the plug and the article that it goes into, so that by looking at the nail polish dots, I can see exactly which way the cable goes in. So that's an easy way to do it. So Dennis Middleton, thank you for the USB orientation tip.
There's also double-sided USB cables if you really want to get. So
You know what? Yes, I bought a couple of those. I don't know what in the world I did with them.
Yeah, but my issue is they always felt a little flimsy and not like as high quality.
Yes, they're very flexible.
Yeah,
and I'm always concerned it's going to break off in the machine.
Right, exactly. So I kind of gave up on those. And then what I always try to do is I just assume that if you look at the USB, there's the plastic part on the bottom. I assume that's the bottom. That's what I claim is the bottom. And then normally that goes towards the bottom of the gadget, but not always.
But not always. A lot of them have a picture of the USB on the top.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be the bottom because it's usually the solid part that you're talking about. But not always. It's sort of like the guy at the factory, he says, how do we set this machine? Do you want the USB thing to be up? Let them figure it out at home.
Yeah.
They're used to figuring it out at home. So yay for USB-C.
Hooray, USB-C. I want USB-C everywhere. Any gadget that has USB-C, I'm on board. Totally love this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm also totally on board with? Our Patreon.
Oh my gosh.
And our
my
patrons.
gosh.
Thank you guys so much on patreon.com/GizWiz. You are the patrons. This is a moment we want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting us over on patreon.com/GizWiz. If you're a patron, have been a patron, or planning on becoming a patron, big thank you to you. Thank you so much for supporting our show. If you like the show, you can consider giving back over at patreon.com/GizWiz. That is our site. If you don't want to use Patreon, we do accept PayPal as well over at gizwiz.tv, and click on the Patreon tab, and then there's a PayPal link on that site, on that page, I should say. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where you can see the show live. We're live just about every Thursday. If we're not live on Thursday, there will be a updated schedule on the top of the website. But if you don't watch live, don't worry about it. We got all the old episodes right here on the site as well. And you can also subscribe on iTunes or RSS or on YouTube. Then, once you're done hanging out at gizwiz.tv, hang on out at gizwiz.biz. Because that's Dickie D's site. He writes up fantastic articles about all of the gadgets that we cover. And then you can play What the Heck Is It? The game show online that you can participate in. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. This is the gadget, the whole gadget. Nothing but the gadget. And this is obvious. It's obvious. This is a sadist's Pilates machine. It's obvious. It's like a goth Pilates table with hooks, and it's kind of scary. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. There are 6 Mad magazines for correct answers and 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, and interesting answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. And that about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.